Hey everybody, welcome back to Friendship with Grandpa. You know, another day at work, another day coming home, dealing with the house, the bills, family. Love my VA juice. Anyway, in my latest video post, I talked about the support lift for the trunk. And I got a lot of good comments, I got a lot of good information. And so let's just kind of maybe pass this on to everybody else because what the heck? Okay, I have a 1966 Barracuda. And from the comments and discussion that I've had with some other folks, this is the situation with the factory supplied lift support post or whatever you want to call it. Now I have wire wheeled the one that I have because it was like an army green, and I don't think the army used any Barracudas in their operations, but that's what it was. Now, prior to all the conversation, videos, and everything, I had two of these types of brackets. This one mounted up here, and a second one mounted down here. From some of my wonderful followers and comments, it appears that those brackets were used more on the 65s and more so over on the right hand side of the vehicle. Now, I've also been informed that you remove the brackets on the 66 and the post configuration that I have will work. So, by removing that bracket here with the S hook that I have, and by removing the bracket and using the hook that I have to tie into the slot behind the bracket, I now have what is a considered functioning support lift for my trunk. Now, that's wonderful, and I'm grateful that I finally know how this goofy thing works. But I will tell you, this is a 55-year-old support bracket, spring-loaded. It does a great job, for holding the deck up to that point, which probably is better than most. Now, if I can find a spring that I can replace in there that will give me the full lift capacity of the intended, that's great. But I'm not going to hold my breath, and I don't have any unicorns in the backyard. But, so, as I indicated in my earlier video, now that I know how this works, that's great. And for keeping it as part of the daily setup, great. But I want to tell you, until I find a better method, if I have to hold my trunk open all the way so I can get my pretzels and cold beer and everything out of here, I'm not going to deal with it like that. What I will do is I will come over here, and hopefully I don't mess this up. Well, I will have to work on that. But I will take it out of there and I will put it over in, well, give me a slot. This is all kind of, like trial by error. So let's get that back where it belongs. But, as I was saying, if I can, and I don't know what these slots were for, somebody can tell me, I would greatly appreciate it. But they're there, and this does, well, if you work it, hold your mouth just right. All right, that will go in there. Guys, I'm just trying to share some information here. I don't know if it's viable or not, but with it up there in that slot, and there is a slot just like it over on the other side, I can get the trunk lid up high enough so if I have to take groceries or pretzels and beer and stuff out of the back, this is out of the way. I have no idea if any of this was Plymouth's envisionment of how this was supposed to work. I have seen where so many folks doing these cars have just gone with some of the new, hydraulic lift posts like you see on everything today. But I want to try to make this work for this car. Now, attaching this over here works great as a everyday trunk support. You want to pop the trunk, get the lid up so you can put something in there. But if you're going to load up the back with groceries, lumber, ammo, deer, whatever, then I'm going to consider, unless I can find a better support spring in here that gives me more lift, I'm going to go ahead and attach it here so that it's up out of the way so that, I can dump the deer carcass or keg or whatever in here without having to run my head into the deck. Hey, just a little something after a couple of adult beverages and some great comments. Guys, look, this is an adventure for me, and I hope that you guys will support that with your support, your comments, suggestion, and information. I mean, my God, these cars are almost as old as I am, and God knows I'm falling apart. I need all the help I can get too. So thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. Share with your friends. we're just trying to, bring you something that's kind of entertaining with rebuilding some of these old Mopars. See you soon.